Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob Sutton and welcome to my living room. Today we're talking about smart thermostats. We finally bit the bullet and got some for the house. So what we're taking a look at today is the EcoBee3s. Alright guys, so as I mentioned, we're looking at the EcoBee3 Smart Thermostats today. So as you'll notice, we got two units. The first one only has one room sensor with it. The reason for that is it's going downstairs and the thermostat's actually in the master bedroom. We have a really open floor plan in the downstairs. So the one sensor is actually going into my son's playroom, which is the only room that's fully closed off from everything from the downstairs. The rest of it's a vaulted ceiling in the living room, and visually you can see every other room in the bottom floor. The second one is going in the master bedroom. And then it has three room sensors for it, one for the guest room, one for my wife's scrapbook room, and then one's for my son's bedroom. Those rooms are closed off from the upstairs, so we'll do a good job of monitoring those rooms and averaging out the temp between them. All right, so you might be wondering, why did we go with the EcoBee3 versus the new EcoBee4? The main reason for that is, one, the thermostats are the exact same, except for that it has Amazon Alexa built into the EcoBee4. And when you turn off Amazon Alexa in the EcoBee4, that blue light that tells you it's active at the top of the thermostat holds red. And I didn't want red lights on both of my thermostats when I already have dots in both of those rooms. So we just didn't need that feature, so we went ahead with the 3s. It actually ended up saving us just a little bit of money on the back end too, because it didn't have that extra feature. So what are we doing here? We're gonna do a quick unboxing. I'm gonna show you the install, and then I'm gonna do a review of the unit and how it helped us out in the house. So let's get started. So the unboxing experience on both of these is gonna be basically the same, just one has 3 sensors and one has 1. Let's take a look. There you see is one of the room sensors. Your EcoBee thermostat. And then on the back is actually the narrow slim mount that you can use to mount to the wall. A mount, that's for the thermostat room sensors. Then you've got this power extender. This is in case you don't have a dedicated power to your thermostat in the wall. It's actually called a C-wire. So I actually do not know if we have one or yet. We'll find out when I break open the existing. This is the one that actually has the 2 other sensors for the other rooms. Then you have your extended wall mount in case the hole that you have for your thermostat is not covered up by the slim one. Then you have all your quick start guides and your installation that we'll run through here in just a second. Alright guys, so there was the install. We did not have to use that C-wire power jumper because I did have C-wires run to both of the units, both upstairs and downstairs. That is a very straightforward installation that should only take you about 10 minutes. The instructions really lay that out nicely, so if you do have to do that with yours, it's not that big of a deal. But in my case, I was ready to go both upstairs and downstairs with just a typical install. So one other thing to keep in mind with the install. If you are gonna wanna use the slim mount like that's included when it's first installed in the box, like you see behind me, you are more than likely gonna have to do some paint cleanup or some drywall cleanup. I haven't had a chance to get that done on this unit, but you could probably see a little bit of the line around where the old unit stood. The reason for that is because those cheaper units are really more of a rectangle where this is a square. So you'll see in the upstairs room where I didn't want to do that cleanup, I did end up using the extended mount that was in the box. I didn't prefer that look for down here. It did work okay upstairs, so I will have to do some cleanup, so just keep that in mind. So the initial setup for the thermostat was very straightforward. You basically just go through a couple screens on the thermostat itself after you've created an account with EcoBee, and you connect it to your Wi-Fi and then sign it into your account. Once you do that, you assign it to where it is in the house, and you're able to add any room sensors, rename it, and get everything set up. The touchscreen on the unit was very easy to use. I didn't have any real issues with entering in passwords or anything like that, so it made for a really quick installation. I was up and running quickly. A couple quick things to note once you do your initial setup. One, you set up your comfort zones, and that's where you set your time for night, day, away, to try to tailor your house to what you need. So like in my case, I like it crazy cold at night so I can get under a bunch of covers. I can't sleep if I'm hot. So since I like it cold, in my case, I go ahead and ramp it down to about 69 degrees at night, starting at 9:30, so it's ready to go by the time we're upstairs. Then once we wake up in the morning, it ramps back up to about 74, where it stays for most of the day since I don't use the upstairs while I'm at home working at home, and I definitely don't use it while I'm out of town traveling. After that, I went and custom named everything and set up my room sensors. Really easy setup there. You basically just stand next to your thermostat, pull the tab for the battery in the back, and it automatically recognizes it and has you start adding your different room sensors. Those you can custom name as well. I found that a lot easier to do online after the fact. But each one of them are now sensing the rooms. You can see the temperature in the room and whether it's occupied or not, which is a great feature. So now that we've been using this for about a week, I've noticed a couple things. One, you'll notice that this thermostat is now set on 73. With my old stock builder thermostats, I actually had it set on 71. There's gotta be one of two things happening here. Either one, this sensor's a lot more accurate, which is completely possible given that the other ones were like $5 white plastic ones. Two, there's a great setting within the EcoBee that you actually can turn on the fans, only the fans, not the AC or the heat, for a couple minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you're choosing per hour during the day. What this does is it keeps the air circulating in the house. So I might not need the AC set so low to keep a constant temperature throughout the area that I'm occupying. So what I think is actually a combination of those two things. One, you're getting a more accurate representation of what the temperature really is in the house because of a better thermostat. And two, because air is continuing circulating in the house, the AC doesn't have to work as hard to keep the house cool in certain areas of the house. So what I'm finding is like when I'm in my office or I'm somewhere in the house, it's a lot more constant than it used to be because the thermostat's more accurately controlling that with the auto fan function. So a couple of the little nice features that go along with this too that you weren't able to do without some kind of smart thermostat is you can set it quick settings for if you're away or home. So when I'm just jetting out the door, I'm gonna be gone for a couple hours, I can just click away for now and it'll set the house to away. It also has a vacation mode where you could set it up for vacation, where you're not gonna be in your house at all, let's just say for a week, and you just want it to kind of hang out at 76 degrees for a week. And then when you're on your way home, you can say, on your way home, and it'll get your house right back to the settings that you had before you left. So those two options right there should save you money in the long run, and it's a very convenient factor that you're able to do it all from your phone anywhere you are. So what we're gonna do at this point, normally this is when we go into the full in-depth review on how this is gonna save us money and everything else, but there are some really key features of the EcoBee that really don't come into play until you've been using it for a month and it gathers all of its data. So what we're gonna do now is sew this video up as a part one, so that this will be your unboxing, install, and initial thoughts, and then we're gonna dive into part two in about a month where I can actually go into power bills and how we've lived with it in a month and EcoBee's data that's shown on our house for the second part of this review. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that second part of the review, and until then, see you on the next one.